Welcome to my video on an interactive Python Tkinter project. So in this video we will write a Python Tkinter program for user authentication management system. So first of all you have to create a folder with any name and anywhere inside your computer. So we will use VS Code or Visual Studio Code for code writing. So first of all, I have to open my folder that is with name prog files. Okay. So I want to repeat again that you can create any folder with any name and anywhere inside your computer. So I will open this prog file folder and then I have to open VS Code Studio to write our Python Tkinter program. So here I have to type CMD to open command prompt, and now you can see that this is command prompt, and now I have to type code space dot command to open VS Code Studio, and now this VS Code Studio is opened successfully. Okay, and next I have to create a new file inside this prog files folder. This is our folder prog files, and now I have to create a new file inside this folder. So here I will click, and then I have to give a name to my file. So I will give name authentication, okay, or authentic. You can choose any name, and then I have to use py as extension, and now you can see icon of Python. Okay, if you remove this py, then it will remove, and if you use this py extension, then you can see it. Okay, and then I will press enter key from my keyboard, and now I can write my Python tkinter code. So next I have to uh, import tkinter. So here I will use import keyword, and then I have to import tkinter as tk. This is alias, okay, and then I have to create a class. So here I will use class keyword, and then you can use any name for your class. So I will use user authentication, okay, authentication. This is class name. You can use any other name instead of user authentication. Okay, then we have to define constructor, and then we will define that constructor. So for define, we will use def keyword or define keyword. Then we have to use underscore, double underscore, and then in it. Sorry, I will remove it, and then I will remove it also. And now I have to use two parameters. One is self and other is root. You can use any other instead of root. Okay, this is an instance variable, and now we have to initialize this instance variable. So here I will use self dot root. I want to repeat that you can use any other variable name instead of root. Okay, like you can use master or any other, and here I have to assign this instance variable. So here I will use root. Okay, and next I have to give a title to my project or user interface window. So here I will use self dot root. Okay, this is main or root window, and then I will use title, and title is user authentication authentication system. Okay, so this is our title, and it will be set on our root or main user interface window. Now we have to use our tk main window or root window. So here I will use root. Okay, sorry, not this root, and then tk dot, sorry, tk dot tk. Okay, so in this way we will able to create user interface window or main window, root main window. Okay, and then we have to create an object, and then okay, we can use as it. Okay, obj, and then we have to use user authentication, and then we will pass root as a parameter. Okay, and next I have to access main loop using root dot main loop. Okay, this will handle all events inside our projects, program or user interface communication. So this is main loop to handle all events. So we can test it, then we will save it with control plus S, and then I will execute my project. And now you can see that this is main or root window that is created with a title, and title is user authentication system. Okay, so this is our root or main window. Now we have to create one or two frames inside this main user interface window. So here we have to create a frame. So I will go next line, and here I will use a name for variable. So I can use frame, okay, or frame first, okay, frame one, and then I have to use widget, that is ticket dot frame. Okay, so this is user interface element or a widget, and then I have to assign here self dot root, because it will be created inside root window. Okay, so this is self dot root. Okay, then this frame will be created inside our root or main user interface window. So next I have to set its position or position of first frame. So here I will use again self dot frame one, and then I will use pack. Okay, and this is pack to set its position. So I will set it on side left side. So here I will use side property, and then tk dot left. Okay, so it will be set on left side, and then I have to set its padding along y-axis. So here I will use pad x. So first I will use pad x, and then I will give value 5. Okay, so this is padding along with x-axis, and then I have to set pad y. So this padding will be applied along with y-axis. So here I will set 5. Okay, so this is its position or position of frame. Okay, so I can set a height or width. So I will set height or width here. So here height should uh, 20 lines. Okay, 20 lines, and then width I will use width property. So width should 80 characters, 30 character, 50 character, according to your desire. So here I will use only 40 characters. Okay, so this is height. Okay, and this is width. And next I have to create a widget, that is label widget. So here I will use self dot, and then I can set any name for our widget. So this name can label one. Okay, label one, because this is our first label. So tk dot label, this is our widget, and it will be created inside our frame one. Okay, so here I will use self dot frame one. Okay, so after it I have to set a text value for label one, or this widget user interface element. So here I have to use text property, and then I will set text for this label. Okay, so here I will get enter or username. Okay, user name. So here I will get username. So this is labeled to help the user that he have to enter name. Okay, and then I will set position of this widget self dot label one dot pack. Okay, I will use pack. You can use grid layout to set its position. Okay, and then I will set side. So side should, side, and side should tk dot top. Okay, tk dot top is its position. Then I have to set its padding. So first of all I will set padding along with x-axis. So here I will use only 5. Okay, 5 value for x axis, and then for y axis or for vertically padding, so I will use pad y, and then I will set value 10. Okay, so next I will create another label. So here I will use self dot label 2. Okay, label 2. First was our label 1 and second is label 2. So here I will copy all this statement and then I will paste it. So here I will copy it and then I will paste it here, and now I will change text value of this label. So here I will set password. Okay, password, and next I have to set its position. So I will set its position using same statement. So I want to copy it and then I will paste it here. Okay, now I have to change only padding. Okay, so padding should 15, sorry, 12. Okay, so this is our second label, and this is position of our second label. Okay, now I have to set input fields. Okay, so first input should here. So here I will use self dot label 1 in. Okay, or name in. I should use name in because we have to get name from user. So here I will use tk dot entry. Okay, this is entry widget. Sorry, entry. So this is entry widget to get input from user. So here I have to create it inside frame 1. So I will use self dot frame 1. Okay, so in this way it will be created inside frame 1, and then I have to set its position also. So I can set its position like this, control plus C, and then I will paste it here, and now I have to replace name of variable. So here name is name in, and now I have to set its value along with y-axis, okay, or vertically. So here I will set 12, and here I will set 15. Okay, so and then here name of variable is label 2. Okay, so this was label 2 and this is position of label 2, and here is label 1, and then it is label sorry, position of label 1. Okay, so I have to use another entry field. So I want to copy it from here. So I will copy it, control plus C, and then I will paste it here. Okay, so I will paste it here, and now I have to change values, like I have to get code. So here I will use code in. Okay, you can use any other name instead of this. So next I will use code in again to set its position. Okay, so this is code in, then I will set its position along with the y-axis 16 or 17. Okay, so it should 17. So this is position of this widget or second entry widget. So these are two labels and two widgets. Now I have to create a button. Okay, so I will create button by using self dot, and now I have to declare a name of a variable. So here I will use button. Okay, now I have to create button by using tk dot button widget. Okay, so this is button widget, and then I have to create it inside frame 1. So here I will use self dot frame 1. Okay, and then I have to set its text value. So here I will use text property, and then I will give text uh, sign in or login. Okay, log in. So this is login button, and then I have to set its position. So I will copy same code, and then I will paste it here, and then I will modify it. Okay, so first of all I will change name of variable. So here is button. Okay, so this is button, and then I will set its position 20 along with y-axis or vertically. Okay, so in this way a button is created inside our frame 1. Okay, now we have to create a list box. So list box should uh, inside our frame 2. So here I have to create frame 2. So process will remain same. So I will copy it by with control plus C, and then I will paste it next. Okay, so I will change the name of frame. So here I will change name. So name should frame 2. Okay, and it will be created inside our root window. Okay, so I will change name here also, and then I will change its position. It should set on the right side. Okay, so here I will use right, sorry, not reach, right. Okay, so it will be set on right side, and then uh, padding is 5. I will remove this. Okay, and then this is our padding along with y-axis. So this frame 2 is created successfully. Now we have to create a list button inside this frame 2. So here I will use again self dot, and then I have to declare a name for variable that will contain value of this list. Okay, so it should list. You can use any other name instead of list, and then I have to create list by using tk dot list box. Okay, so this is list box, and it will be created inside frame 2. So here I will use self dot frame 2. Okay, so this is a list box widget that will be created inside our frame 2, and now I have to set the position of this widget. So I will copy it again, and then I will paste it here. So on next line I will paste, and then I will change name of this widget or variable. So this is list. Okay, so top padding is 5 along with x-axis, and padding is 5 along with y-axis. Okay, so this is position for our list box. Okay, then I will save it. Okay, now I want to test it, so I will save it with control plus S, and then I will execute it. And now you can see that this frame is created. So this is our root window, and this is our frame 1 that contains username label and password label, and then entry label, sorry, entry widget, and then another entry widget, and then login button, and this is list box. Okay, now I have to change size of this list box or frame of this list box. Okay, so I will close it, and then I want to set a background for a list box. So here I will use bg or background, and then I will give value sky blue. Okay, so this color will be applied for as a background of a list box, and then I have to change width and height of this list box widget. So here I will use height property, and then I will give value of 80 characters or 50 characters. So I will give 60 characters. Okay, for sorry, I should 30 lines. Okay, because this is a height, not width. Okay, and then I have to use width property, and then I will give value of 60. Okay, so this is a width of this list box that will contain 60 characters for width. Okay, so I will save it, and then I will execute it again for output. So I have a mistake. I am missing a comma. Okay, I should use comma here. So I have to use a comma. Then I will save it again, and now I will execute. So now you can see that it is providing a better look. Okay, so this is our user interface window for user authentication management system. Okay, so next I have to create some functions like login function and clear function. So I will close it, and then I have to set a command property for this button. Okay, so here I will use comma first, and then I will use command property. So this is command property, and then I will call a function. So first of all, I have to create a function, but I can call it first. Okay, so function name should log in. Okay, so this is function name, but we should use self dot login. Okay, so this is a correct way to call a function. Now I have to define a function, so I will define here. So I will use def keyword to define function. So function name is login, and then I will pass a parameter that is self. Okay, and next I have to get values that were entered inside these entry widgets. So first I have to declare a variable. So here I will use name. Okay, and then I have to use self dot, and then name of first widget that will get value from user, that is name in. Okay, this is name in. So here I have to use name in. So this is name in, and then dot get function. Okay, sorry, I was defining it outside the class, but I have to define it inside class. Okay, so now this is correct way to define it. Okay, and next I have to get a value from second entry widget. So here I will use code as a name of variable, and then self dot code in. Okay, and then I will call get function that is provided by Python. Okay, and next I have to create a variable, boolean type variable, that is found. Okay, so this is found variable that is still false. Okay, now next we have to compare these values that were gotten from user using entry widgets. Okay, these will be compared with our saved usernames and password, but still we have not saved these usernames and password. So first we will save usernames and password. So here I have to declare a list using self dot user. Okay, so it will contain names and passwords of users. So this is a list. So here I will initialize it. Okay, so I will go on next line, and then I will initialize it by using two or three dictionaries. Okay, so for dictionary we will use a pair of curly braces, and then I have to set a key to associate with value. Okay, so key should name. Okay, so name of key is name. You can use any other name for key, and then I will associate a name. So name should David. Okay, so this is name of user, and then I will define another key that is code. Okay, it will be associated with codes of users. So here I have to assign or associate a code with this key. So code should David 12. Okay, and then I have to save another user, and then I will use pair of curly braces again, and now I have to use name key again. Okay, if once you are using name as a key, then for second entry you will use name also. Okay, otherwise you will get a error. Okay, and then I have to save another user, that is John. Okay, so this is John, name of user, and then I have to associate code key with password of John here. Okay, So I have to associate by using this column and then value. So value is John. You can use or save any other value, and this is John 1 2. Okay, and next I want to save an other user. So I will use this name key again, and now I will associate an other value with this name key. So that is Peter. Okay, and then I will use this code key again, code, and then I will associate it with Peter 1 2. Okay, so these are three different users with different passwords. Okay, so we have to get value from user by using entry widget. Okay, inside our user interface window, and then we have to compare with these one of these provided entries. Okay, or users. If this variable value will be compared with one of these given values, then we will give or display a success message for user. Otherwise we will display or print a error message. Okay, so here I have to use for loop. Okay, so this was our found variable with boolean type, and then I have to use for loop for search. So here I will use for loop, and then I will create a variable, declare a variable. I am declaring I. You can use any other name instead of I, and then I will use n keyword, and then I have to initialize this I, okay, with self dot user. Okay, so it will be initialized with values of this list. If size of a list is 3, then this for loop will be executed 3 times. Okay, so next I have to set a condition that if name, sorry, I have not to use this parenthesis, and then if name is equal user, sorry, I, and then I have to use here name of key that is associated with names. Okay, that is name. This is our first condition, that user entered name should match with one of the saved match, saved names. Okay, and then we have to set other condition, that is code. Okay, and this code should compare with one of these saved codes. So here I will use again I, and then I have to use here a key that is associated with code values. Okay, and here I have to use a column. So in this way we are trying to compare two values. First is name of user. So when user will enter a name using this entry widget, okay, then we have to compare this value with our saved value. Okay, one of saved value, and then I have to compare code with this code value, okay, that is saved inside our program. And if name is matching in index 1, then code should match with index 1. Okay, otherwise it will give us an error. Okay, so if these both conditions are true, then found should become true. Okay, first it was false, now it should become true if name and code are matching successfully. Okay, and then we have to uh, display or print a success message. So here I will uh, declare variable with name welcome, and then I will use f or formatted string. So this f or formatted string can contain both string and value of variable. So here I will use a string first, that welcome Mr. And then I have to display name of user. So here I have to uh, define name of variable that contains name. Okay, so this is name variable. So here it will be printed like it welcome Mr. If name of user is John, then welcome Mr. John. this value will be printed. So by using this formatted string, we are printing both string and value of variable. Okay. So next I have to break the first I have to insert it inside our list box. So here I will use self dot list. So this is list, and then I have to insert value of this welcome variable inside this list box. Okay. So here now I have to set position. So position is tk dot end. So it should set after existing string or line. And then what is name of variable that contains value. So name of variable is welcome. Okay. So in this way we will able to print welcome Mr. John inside our list box. Okay. And next I have to break this loop if we found a name and code successfully. Then we have to break the for loop because we do not need next iterations of this for loop. Okay. So this is in case name and password are correct. And if name and password does not match correctly, then we have to show an error. So here outside or out of the block of for loop, I have to use if condition again. So this if is out of the block of this for loop. Okay. So if not found, it means that found variable is still false. Okay. Then we have to set here I will use or declare a variable with self dot tries. So here I will declare a variable, okay, with self dot tries, because we have to give three or four chance to user that he can enter three times his name and password in case it is first in second attempt or in third attempt or fourth attempt. Okay. So I want to give three chances. Okay. So here I will give three to this tries variable, and then if not found, then I have to decrease the value of this tries. So here I will use self dot tries, and then I will decrease value of this try variable with one by one. Okay. And then I have to set condition that if self dot tries are greater than 0, then I have to give one more chance. Okay. Or I have to provide one more chance. So here I will print message by using a list box. So here I will use self dot list. This is name of variable that contains widget list box. Okay. And then I have to sorry insert and I have to insert value inside this list box after existing line. So here I have to use take dot end. Okay. And then I have to use here a variable that will contain a value. Okay. So I will declare a variable with name chance, and then I will use f or formatted string that try again. Okay. If in first attempt name or password are incorrect, then we will display message that try again. Okay. And then we have to show that your remaining tries are 2 1 or 0. So here I will use or print your remaining tries. Okay. So here I will use again pair of parentheses, and then here I will use self dot tries. Okay. Self dot tries. So in this way we will able to print try again your remaining tries are. Okay. So here I have to use are, and then I will pass this variable as a second parameter. Okay. So name of this variable is chance. Okay, so if try is greater than 0, then we are providing one more chance to enter name and password of user. Okay, otherwise that if tries are equal 0, then we have to use here else, and then I have to display a error message by using message box. So here I have to import this message box from Tkinter. So here I will type from Tkinter and then import message box. Okay, from Tkinter import message box. In this way, we are importing this message box from Tkinter. Okay, and now we can use this message box here by using tk dot message box, and now we have to show error. So here I will use show error, and then I have to set title for this pop-up window. So this is error. Okay, because this will print error. So here I should give title error, and then I will print message that you are blocked. Okay, and then we will destroy our main window. In this way, user will not able to enter one time more his name or password. So here I have to destroy the main window. So I will use self dot root and dot destroy. Okay, destroy. In this way, we will able to destroy the main window. Okay, and now we have to use clear function. So first I have to define a function with name def, and you can use any name for function. I will use clear. Okay, and here I will pass self as a parameter, and then I have to remove all values from our input fields. So here I will use self dot, and then name of first input field was name in. Okay, so here I will click here name in dot, here I will call delete function. Okay, so this is delete function, and now I have to delete from first character to end. Okay, so here I will use tk end as a second parameter. So this is tk end. So in this way, we will remove value from our input field, first input field, and then we have to remove value from second input field. Okay, when our login button is clicked. So here I will use again code in. Okay, code in, and then dot delete function, and then it will delete from first character to end. Okay, tk dot end. In this way, it will remove all values from our input fields. Now I will call this function here. Okay, so name was self dot clear. Okay, so this function will be called when a user will click our button. Okay, and after it I want to call it once again, so I will call here. Okay, so name of function is self dot clear. Okay, and parentheses. So in this way, we are calling this clear function to clear inputs from input fields. Okay, so now our program is completed. I will save it with Control plus S, and then I will execute it. So we have a error. So what is reason for error? Yes, it says that perhaps you forgot a comma. Okay, so we are missing a comma. So I will close it, and then I will use comma inside our list. Here I have to use comma, and here, and no need to use comma here. And then I will save it again, and now I will execute it. And now you can see that our program is executed successfully. Okay, now we have to test it. So I will enter username. So username is David. Okay, and then I have to enter password. So password for David was David, 1 2, and then I will click here inside login button. Now you can see that value from these input fields are removed, and this message is printed that welcome Mr. David. So size of font is very small. I will increase it, so I will close it, and then I will increase size of fonts. So I have to increase inside this list box. So here I will use font property. Sorry, here I have to use font property, and then I will set it Arial. Okay, so here this is font style Arial, and then I have to change font size. I will use 14. Okay, and then I will save it again, and now I will execute it, and after it you will see that font size will be increased. Now I will enter John. Okay, and sorry, John, and then I will enter John 2, sorry, 1 2. This is password, and then I will click this login button, and now you can see welcome Mr. John. So in this way Mr. John is logged in successfully. So now we will test that what will happen if we will try to enter incorrect name or password. So here I will enter Peter. Okay, and then I will enter incorrect password for Peter, and then I will click this login button. Now you can see try again, your remaining tries are 2. Okay, now I will enter incorrect name, and then I will enter correct password Peter 1 2, and then I will click this button, that is login button. Now you can see try again, your remaining tries are 1. Now we have only single chance, so I will enter here again incorrect password name and incorrect password. Okay, and then I will click on this login button, and now you can see that you are blocked. Okay, and when I will click on this OK button, then this user interface window will be closed. So I will click here, and it is not closing. So I will see reason for this. Yes, we have a spelling mistake, that we should use root. Okay, so this is correct way. For this reason, our main window was not destroying. Now I will test it again with Control plus S. I will save it, and then I will execute it again. And now I will enter and correct name, and then and correct password, and then I will click on this login button, and your remaining tries are 2, and now you can see that values from input fields are removed. This is because of clear function. Okay, and then I will enter and correct name and then password, and then I will click on this login button, and now I have only one chance. Now I will type here incorrect name and then incorrect password, and then I will click on this login button. Now you can see that you are blocked, and then what will happen if I will click this OK button. Now you can see that our main window or root window is destroyed successfully. Okay, so in this way our user authentication management system works. So in this video we were trying to create a user authentication management system using Python Tkinter. I hope this video will be very helpful and easy to understand for you. If you like this video, please share with your friends. And if you have not subscribed our YouTube channel, then please subscribe our YouTube channel right now. Thank you.